So we landed back in Scotland on the 20th of May and then travelled down to Neffin in Wales. A few short days back at home while we were sorting out the dog passport. A ferry across to France where we stopped at a place called Ouistreham, and then Leeson where we caught up with our friends Helen and Steve. So this video will take you through the last 2 weeks. Enjoy. We got on the P&O ferry from Larne to Stranraer. Then Uncle Ken took us to a beautiful beach near Anglesey, followed by South Stack Lighthouse, a meal in a fantastic castle just before a visit to Port Merion, which was interesting to say the least. We got back to Shenstone to meet our friend Wendy's new baby. Had some shenanigans with other friends, Sue Broughton. Myself and the boys then headed to Wembley for the playoff final, which went very well, as you can see from my son's face at the final whistle when we finally got back to the Premier League. Off then to Ouistreham in France. Claire's birthday meal was had, mussels at 11 AM, which was very good. Beautiful beaches in France. We then went to visit our friends Helen and Steve in their fantastic little gîte in a place near Leeson, Normandy beaches. Off then to the American war graves on Omaha Beach, which I have to say, if you haven't been, put it on your bucket list. The history, the monuments and everything is absolutely amazing. We were very lucky because they have a week's worth of festivities to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the D-Day landings, which are in a couple of days. Here's the first liberation marker where the Americans liberated Omaha Beach all them years ago. Then it was back to Helen and Steve's gîte in France. Being part of the celebrations has been absolutely amazing. When you look at what we do in England for any sort of event, this really outstrips it. The amount of people dressed up, real American soldiers there. This is a campsite in a little village where they're all set up, and they'll be staying here for a week ahead of the celebration of the Normandy landings. But it really takes you back, and you almost feel that you were part of the scene at the time. The effort these guys put in to recreate what happened on that fateful day all them years ago, it really is a sight to behold. Went back then to Steve and Helen's property, a little gîte that they bought last year, I think. Absolutely incredible place to stay, lots of room. This little video of where they are probably doesn't really do it justice, but they've got the lovely little house. There's my house, and then these disused old workshops which just go on forever and ever. Their own natural spring water well. You don't want to drop the dog down there because it's really deep. And then just when you think that you've got to the end of the property, and you can probably tell how long I've been walking, you go around the corner, and I'll be there in a second, and then he's almost got a football pitch, which is ridiculous. But there you go, you'll see him at the bottom of the garden now if I close him, because Steve's up early and doing some maintenance, God bless him, and I'm doing nothing. I hope you enjoyed that little update. Next stop, Belgium. I'll keep you posted.